interesting. I think that's good. Should most women follow most men in relationships when it comes like in 2025?
Yes.
And why?
Um, why should a woman
Yes.
follow a man?
Why should
Generally,
most women? Why should
generally,
most? And I think you have a little bit of delay. When you hear the number 5, say pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
pineapple.
2-second delay. Okay, so I'm going to let you go and interrupt it. Go ahead.
Yes, women should follow men in modern relationships for two reasons. The first is men have always, at least when you enter a committed relationship with them, benefited or led relationships in a way that benefit women. Her entire life experience will be enhanced if she trusts in his leadership. And I assume if she chose him, then he's already been not chose him, but if she was willing to give her body and her energy and commit to him, then obviously he's a qualified leader. And ultimately, it doesn't make sense for us to do both roles. Like, if you're entering a relationship with a man, let him do his masculine role, and it benefits you 90% of the 99.9% of the time. I think it makes life easier when you trust in the leadership of men. Women ultimately get to relax more, I think.
And do you have like YouTube on the back or something like that?
No.
Because it's like we can hear a little bit of an echo.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm using my MacBook phone.
Is the bottom of the sometimes the mic, if the mic's on the surface, it'll kind of sound
if
weird.
the mic is too close to the surface, it's going to reverb back, like it's going to echo back to the thing. Can you give me a 1, 2, 3 testing now?
1, 2, 3 testing.
Now it's good. I don't know
if
it's
okay, tech support.
Yeah, but
that's the new that's the new one, right? You know they made that emoji.
No way.
Yeah, they did.
That's tech support. I better get my check by the end of the show.
Thank you.
So the Akua and accountable masculinity, right? Is it fair for a woman to follow a man or to choose a man that she doesn't trust to lead him? Like, is it fair to criticize that man when the woman went out of her way to actually choose the dude that she like? Is that?
I agree. I agree with you when you said you picked him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's both sides to everything, right? It's not completely one person's fault. A lot of women, they choose men that chase vagina and then get shocked that they have a lot of infidelity issues in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And you tried to get monogamy out of somebody that had duplicitous relationships, and if they're raised in a hypersexual environment, then you're going to get a hypersexual individual. So when you talk about like why relationships have these spaces where they just can't be healthy, it's because of usually extra basic stuff that involve sexual discipline in most cases, because the relationships aren't failing at they're not progressing far enough to fail over anything that deals with elements outside of self-control. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the main issue when it comes down to why relationships are seen as such a risk, because we're talking more about STDs, babies out of wedlock. Men want families, but they don't want to deal with the risk of divorce. The wealth building conversation, like you got single parents talking about generational wealth, and there ain't no generations. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta have a a well-rounded look at why it's not working, because typically when some things don't work, it's usually something very simple that is ideologically motivated from either side. The women think that their wallet carries the weight of the relationship. And then the men that fit the behavior that I'm talking about, they want to champion the idea of having multiple women, and and then don't want to see the opposite be true for the woman side. So that's why I say most men, going back to that original question, they're not the leaders that these women are, willing to get behind, but they'll use the men, that they can get attention from. And on the other side of this, there's a lot of women that chase dick. And that's very transactional too. So the issue is amongst the people that don't have any sexual discipline, and they're usually raised by the same type of parents.
Would you, if you were to give majority 51% guilt and point to the part of the puzzle that is kind of pushing a little bit more the dysfunction than the other part, would you put men on the forefront or the woman?
I would say, you mean as far as like the
if we assume
sexual
that the
discipline
dating
conversation?
if we assume that the dating market is actually, let's go with that. Let's go with the sexual discipline, right? Like